Hello, gentlemen and ladies. Lovely to see you again. It was nice to speak to you, some of you gentlemen, last week, and I took away two things from the chat that we had. One was that some of you were struggling to hear me, so I'm going to make a real effort to speak slowly and loudly, a little bit louder, and I would appreciate your feedback, whether you find this week is easier to hear me than it has been in previous weeks. The other thing that I took away from what you said was that you quite liked the warm-ups. So I'm going to put in just a few more warm-ups today. No new songs, and I've taken out Old Lang Syne, which was specifically a New Year song, and I've taken out You'll Never Walk Alone, which was because Jerry Marsden had died. So we're going to be working particularly on the Quartermaster's straws, even though there has been an announcement on Twitter that Britain's Got Talent isn't going to happen this year, but we'll still work on it. I'm waiting for a message from Jenny as to whether or not our food songs will actually be popped into a recipe book, and if that's going to go ahead, we will work on that as well. Okay, so I will continue keeping my voice high as long as I remember, and let's just warm up. If you could take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, that would be good. Put your fingers on your shoulders to encourage your shoulders to stay down. Okay, here we go. In, out, in, out. Lovely. We're going to do two more, and this time keep one hand on your shoulders, on one shoulder, and put the other hand on your belly so that you can feel your shoulders staying down but your belly pumping out. So that's where the air needs to be, in your belly. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh. And again, in and out. Lovely. And that's all we do because you get a bit dizzy if you do too many of those. Right, so arms above your head as far as you can, and as far as you can may not be very high, that's fine. Clap twice over your head and arms down. And again, up, two, down. Good. Now out to the side. Clap twice in front of you. And again, out to the side and clap twice in front of you. Good. This time, breathe in as your arms come up, out as you clap, and in as you come down. Let's try it again. So in, out, in, and then just let it go out on its own. Jolly good. Right, would you hum me this note? Now hum it with a slightly open mouth. Ooh, bit hard to hum. It's almost easier to do the closed mouth first and then open it. And close it, rather than to launch in with an open-mouthed hum is very, very hard. Right, this time we're going to do a warm-up which goes, we've done it before, 1, 2, 1. Then you go a step higher, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Then you go a step higher, up to 4. Then you go up to 5, etc. So here we go. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even deeper breath for the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Once more, tad quicker this time, okay? 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Now all the woods are waking. The sun is rising high. Wake up now, get up now, before the dew is dry. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up now, get up now, before the dew is dry. Good. And that is a warm-up as well, isn't it? Let's go again. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up now, get up now, before the dew is dry. Lovely. I'm going to play the first part and sing the second. You can either sing with the piano playing or you can sing with me singing. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up now, get up now, before the dew is dry. I'm going to do it the other way around this time. I'm going to sing first and then I'm going to bring the piano in second. Again, you can either sing with me singing or you can sing with me playing. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up now, get up now, before the dew is dry. That was harder for me. It was so harder for me to do that. Let's go again. So I'm going to sing first. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Get up now, before the dew is dry. That one required more concentration from me than the other way around. Good. We're now going to warm up with one that we've done before, which is Sing a Song of Sixpence. It's almost a tongue twister, folks. Sing a Song of Sixpence, lots of S's there. We're going to do the traditional words, which is the king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey, rather than the alternative way that we swapped queen and king round. So, sing a song of sixpence. Deep breath. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. When down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Good. Let's do it again slower. It's going to be a slow sing-a-song of. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. When down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Jolly good. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to sing it fast. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The maid was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. In the garden, hanging out the clothes. When down came a blackbird and pecked off the nose. Poor maid, I nearly forgot the maid then. Well done. Sing As We Go. Sing As We Go is going to be the song that hopefully you will all be able to add to. So far it's got myself twice, Margaret and my son, one of my sons who sings. Jenny's going to add her voice, and then hopefully we'll be able to add, you gentlemen, your voices one at a time. So sing as we go. Sing as we go and let the world go by. Singing a song we'll march along the highway. Say goodbye to sorrow, there's always tomorrow to think of today. Sing as we go, although the skies are grey. Beggar or king, you've got to sing a glad tune, a song and a smile, making life worthwhile. So sing as we go along. Sing as we go and let the world go by. Singing a song we'll march along the highway. Say goodbye to sorrow, there's always tomorrow to think of today. Sing as we go, although the skies are grey. Beggar or king, you've got to sing a glad tune, a song and a smile, making life worthwhile. So sing as we go along. Very good, very good. Now we are going to have, still by way of warm-ups to be honest, pack up your troubles, and it's a long way to Tipperary because I know they are your favourites. We'll start with pack up your troubles. Pack up your troubles in your open bag and smile, 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 while you've a lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. Jolly good, I know you like those. Similarly, the White Cliffs of Dover, I know you'll like, so we've got this one as well. There'll be bluebirds. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will bloom again, and Johnny will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace Johnny will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. And as I was singing that, it seemed to me that where we breathe is really important. So a deep breath, and there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. All in one breath makes sense of the words, but you do need a deep breath. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. You can almost breathe after cliffs, but ideally there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs all in one breath. But it requires a deep breath to start with, and it requires you just to hold your breath back a bit as well. Okay, so for Britain's Got Talent, if and when it ever happens, and also for other things that we may wish to do, we have got the Quartermasters stores. I'll just repeat that the Quartermasters stores ticks all of the boxes for us. It's got a repetitive chorus. We can personalise it with the names of our choir members. It's got a very well-trodden track record of being military linked. It didn't start out as a scout song, gentlemen and ladies. It started out as being militarily linked. If you were to ask your Alexa for when the Quartermasters stores originated, your Alexa will give you the history of it. And also it's got a link with blind, with visual impairments. My eyes are dim. So I think it's not a nursery rhyme. It's not like singing She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. It's got all the links that we need in it. And the chorus, as you showed on Thursday, absolutely lends itself to you improvising and harmonising on it. So we are going to do the first verse, which is there are snakes, big as garden rakes. We are then going to do, I think we're going to leave out the mice and the lice because we're going to have too many verses. So we're going to do snakes, rats, bears. I'll just make a note of this myself. Snakes, rats and bears. And then we're going to go into the verses that talk about you choir members. So we'll do snakes, rats and bears first. Okay. We're going to do it here. There are snakes, big as garden rakes in the stores, There are snakes, big as garden rakes in the Quartermasters stores. I'm just going to stop there and I'm going to say, those of you who can't see the words and who can't remember them, don't sing the first two lines. So let those who can read the words sing, there are snakes, big as garden rakes, and then everybody pile in when that line is repeated. So that gives you the option not to have to worry that you can't remember the words, not to have to worry that you can't read the words, but you can take your cue from the people who can. And also that will be quite nice. It will give us a different musical texture. So let's do it again, shall we? There are snakes, big as garden rakes in the stores, There are snakes, big as garden rakes in the Quartermasters stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see, I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Rats, big as alley cats. There were rats, big as alley cats in the stores, There were rats, big as alley cats in the Quartermasters stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see, I have not one really cares. There were bears, bears, but no one really cares in the stores. In the stores, there were bears, bears, but no one really cares in the quartermaster's stores. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not got my specs with me. I have not got my specs with me. Okay, the first verse is for Mike and for Roger. And it goes, we've got Mike. Mike, he came here on his bike in our choir. And then the second half of that verse, we're going to sing, and here is Roger, Roger, eating a jammy dodger in our first blind veterans choir. So Mike, doesn't mean you've got to sing it, by the way, Mike, we'll all sing it. There was Mike, Mike, he came here on his bike in our choir, There is Roger, Roger, eating a jammy dodger in our first blind veterans choir. And then the chorus changes to, our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. So our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. Let's go for it. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. Then we've got, the second verse is for John and for Liam. And it goes, there is John, John, with his waistcoat on. So it requires you to wear one of your flashy waistcoats, John, in our choir. And this is Liam, Liam, with his friendly Irish beam. And you can make beam rhyme with Liam. So this is Liam, Liam, with his friendly Irish beam in our choir. Let's try that. There is John, John, with his waistcoat on in our choir, This is Liam, Liam, with his friendly Irish beam in our first blind veterans choir. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. We've got three of you in the next verse. Here is Ted, Ted, sitting in front of Jed in our choir. And then Lionel's here, here, with a pint of beer. So here is Ted, Ted, sitting in front of Jed in our choir, Lionel's here, here, with a pint of beer in our first blind veterans choir. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. Right, the next one is, over there is Cyril on his chair in our choir, and I've coupled Cyril and Wally together, and there's our Wally, Wally, he's always looking jolly. Let's go for it. Over there is Cyril on his chair in our choir, there's our Wally, Wally, he's always looking jolly in our first blind veterans choir. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. Good. Colin and Ron have got their glasses on. And I suddenly thought, oh, I don't know whether Colin and Ron wear glasses. If not, perhaps you could find a pair. So Colin and Ron have got their glasses on in our choir. And here's Danny, he's the one who's canny. We've got Colin, Ron and Danny in this one. Okay, Colin and Ron have got their glasses on in our choir, and here's Danny, he's the one who's canny in our first blind veterans choir. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. Reg and Sue have got a splendid view in our choir. Reg and Sue have got a splendid view in our first blind veterans choir. Our eyes are dim, we cannot see, but we all like a cup of tea. But we all like a cup of tea. Please tell me I haven't forgotten anybody. If I've forgotten any of you, just send somebody an email. I don't think I have. The only one I've forgotten, of course, is Jenny. But I'm still working on you, Jenny, to see what verse we might have for you. Okay, we're getting towards the end, actually. Sorry, I think my voice has dropped again, so I'll make an effort to raise my voice. Let's finish with We'll Meet Again, shall we? And then the Irish blessing. So we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So won't you please say hello to the folks that I know, tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Jolly good. May the road rise to meet you, gentlemen and ladies. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you, may God hold you, ever in the palm of His hand. Thank you everyone. And difficult times, aren't they, with COVID and all the other things that that we're living through at the moment. So may your God be with you and go with you wherever you go this week. And I shall see and hear from you next week. Okay, bye all, bye.